So, people are reporting that Pieter Mulier might go to Versace, and I have a few thoughts about this. Now, the circumstances around Dario Vitale leaving is very clear. I've covered this before. Essentially, Prada Group warned Dario Vitale that if he goes to Versace, they feel like he's not fit for the role. And in a situation where they would acquire the brand, they weren't going to move forward with him as the creative director. Now, overall, I think Pieter Mulier going to Versace is a good idea. I'm a big fan of his work. A collection at Alaia that really stands out to me is Fall Winter 24. This was a collection when he was trying to find many different ways that he can transform garments from merino wool. He also has a really strong resume. For people that aren't aware, he worked with Raf Simons all of those years, whether it was at Jil Sander or at Dior or at Calvin Klein. And I think that's what intrigues me the most about this appointment. When I think of Pieter Mulier's work, I don't really associate it with what I think of as Versace. When I think of his work, I think of work that is really, really nice, very clean, sexy. Of course, it's at Alaia, so there are elements of that. But also it has a slight edge to it. It's not just boring and clean. When I think of Versace, I think of women looking amazing at the casino. I think of high society at the Monaco Grand Prix. I think of the high society in Miami. And Pieter Mulier's aesthetic, I just don't associate it with that. So my guess, considering that he is seemingly the leading candidate for the role, is that they kind of want Versace to go in a slightly more clean direction, which is why he's the perfect person for the job. And they almost want to walk away from those associations, like I was saying, sexy women at the casino or the Monaco Grand Prix, those kind of things, they're trying to go away from it. And Pieter Mulier is the perfect person that can create an aesthetic that's sort of a middle ground between too clean, but still has that sort of ostentatious, extroverted glamour that I personally associate Versace with. But let me know what your thoughts are and what you think about Pieter Mulier potentially being the creative director of Versace.